Hello, families. My name is Andrea Olguin, aka Miss H, and I would like to introduce myself as your child's preschool teacher for the year. So I just wanted to kind of go over some things and let you know a little bit about me. So I have one child. She is 19 years old, and I love hanging out with her. I love reading. I love being with my family, dancing, and just having a good time. So I wanted to let you guys know a little bit about some of the rules we'll have in our class and how I will communicate with you guys and let you know how your child is doing. And let's see, some of the activities we'll be doing that you will also be doing a component at home with. So let's go ahead and start. So with communication, um, the reason I love preschool is we get to see you guys on a daily basis. So, drop off or pick up. We might talk to you then if it's something that, super quick. You guys might let us know what your child, how they're feeling that day, if things are kind of off, and we will do the same. So, we will communicate daily if you're able. We will do conferences. I do text, I can do phone calls, and we can also do home folders. So we will just see what everybody, we'll kind of do a survey and see how everybody feels and what's most comfortable. And then we can go from there. Two of the 2 to 3 classroom rules that we're really going to focus on for this year, in the beginning of the year, we always want our children to be kind. So we want to use that as the first one. And something I found really important is that our students don't always use their words. They might use sounds or they might hit, and that's not what we want. We want them to, be able to use the appropriate words to get what they want. And then another one is nice hands. My students are always learning, they're coming in as new students, never been around other kids. And so it can be hard at times, but we like to teach them to respect their friends and to have nice hands, meaning we don't touch other kids unless we ask them, maybe for a hug or a high five. But we need to make sure that we are also just keeping our hands to ourselves because we know how tempting that can get sometimes for students. Um, we will also go over a few of our consequences. So maybe we can be on the same page, and parents, if you are comfortable enough, you can do the same thing we're doing, or you can go along with whatever you usually do at home. So one of the things we do is we have the child take a break. So taking a break, it is kind of like timeout, but they just sit for 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, depending on their age. And taking a break is just kind of reflection. They're reflecting on what they just did, why they did it, and if it had to deal with another student, we have them talk to that student about what was going on to fix the situation. So taking a break is one. We also, kids can lose out on recess. I never do the full recess. I always do their age in minutes. So they're 3 years old, they'll lose 3 minutes time. 4 years old, five. And myself and my para, like to talk to the students after. And if they're crying, we wait until that is completely done. And then we will ask them if they are ready to speak with us. And we will talk about why they are sitting down and what they need to do next time in order for them not to lose recess time. Okay. We also have what we call having a meeting. So, having a meeting means that they might have to go to the counselor. They are just not able to talk to myself or my para. So, it's just escalated so far that we have to take them down and they have to speak with the counselor, and they don't usually like that. So, when we tell them what will happen, they're like, we're going to have a meeting, So it's also a time for us to talk to them and see if they actually understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. Okay, and then for creating a positive learning environment, one thing we do in our classroom is social emotional learning. And with that, we read books that have stories about strong feelings, and then we discuss those with our students. Excuse me. And then we have kind of a playtime and a time to practice. But this kind of brings students together because they're in a large group, they're talking to each other, and they're learning more about each other. And this is kind of building a relationship between them all, and they're learning about each other. So I think that just kind of helps us remember that we all have strong feelings. We all, we can help our friends feel better if they're feeling sad, or having any other strong emotions because they're curious. They want to know why their friend is mad or sad. So I like to use that time to remind them, hey, you can go ask your friend why they're feeling that way. And so that kind of helps with that. And then just making sure that myself and my para are always open, and we like to have a lot of fun. We like to sing and dance, be kind of silly sometimes. And I just think that helps create that positive learning environment. And let's see. Okay, a couple activities that we will be doing throughout the year are going to have some components that you guys at home will have to help your child with. And remember, if this is a struggle or if this is something you have no time for, just talk to me about it and we can figure something out. But we like for families to work together on things sometimes. So we do an all about me poster so that we can learn about each of our students. So this has a picture of us and our family, has some of our favorite things, favorite foods, favorite color, favorite toy. And then so they'll create that with their families or you guys at home. And then they will come to school and they will present with the teacher, the help of the teacher. Another unit we'll be studying is grocery unit. So with grocery and also pet unit, we ask parents to take pictures of their pets or of them going to the grocery store, what kinds of foods they buy, making lists, and maybe just telling us a little bit more about their parent or not their parents, I'm sorry, their pets. So this is just a time for families to work together. And also, if your child does not have a pet, we have pets in the classroom, stuffed animals. So that's really a good time for them. They love that, especially if they don't have a pet. And then the last thing I'll talk to you about is our volunteer opportunities. So, first thing we would need from families is a background check. Once the background check goes through, we will I think we will send out a survey and see what days might work for some people if you're able to do this and you'd like to be a part of the class. Um, we love help. We always need help. So that's a great opportunity to show your kids how important school is and that you can come in the classroom too and help them learn and discover and just make connections with their friends. So those are just a few of the things that'll be going on in our classroom. But I am super excited to work with your student this year. I'm excited to see growth and maturing. And I love when these little guys hit milestones because they're so proud of themselves and it's just a big move. So I'm super excited to work with you guys this year. If you have any questions, please reach out. Do not be afraid. I am here and I'm here for you and your students. So I hope we have a good year. Thank you all so much.